Should we do a voicemail? We get a voicemail?
I have kind of a crazy voicemail that came through today.
Okay. Crazy voicemail. This better be fucking
There's
crazy.
two, and one of them is this one is kind of interesting.
This better be crazy.
If it's not, I'm gonna be upset. If you guys don't think it's crazy.
Is it scary?
No, not at all.
How's it going, guys? This is Patrick from Iowa, originally from Illinois. I was just wondering, have you ever, especially Arian, have you ever gotten into a romantic relationship with one of your friend's moms? I'm kind of in this predicament per se right now. Friends with one of these girls, and her mom is single, and her mom is a very, spontaneous, attractive woman, spunky woman, a sexy woman. And so I invited her on a date. When I come back from Thanksgiving from school, and she said yeah. So I was just wondering if you guys did anything like that. What your thoughts were on that? If that's wrong or not. Love you guys. Think you guys are handsome, beautiful, everything. Love hot. All right, peace.
Was I right?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, it sounds like you're confident in yourself and you should just go for it, and no bad consequences or results will come out of this. So
What time out? Now, hold on now. I need to get some specifics straight, because I think I heard everything, but it's a little muffled over the Zoom. So he's saying one of his friends, who is a girl,
Correct.
has a mother that pressed him, or he pressed her. How did that happen?
Sounds like
He initiated contact
And she received.
and
Yes.
confirmed.
All right, so this is how I would navigate that situation, my brother. I have never done this. Never with somebody's mother who I knew. But I think there's two things you have to answer yourself first. Are you just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or are you actually interested in the woman and who she is and starting a relationship? Because those are two very different things. If you're just trying to smash, I would say leave it alone, dog. I would say absolutely leave it alone. There's no good that can come from it, period. But if you actually you feel like this could be a genuine, valid love interest, like for real, because I believe in love, I do. I would ask that girl first before you do. It's a solid and honorable thing to do. You ask the lady. You say, "Hey, man, listen, I know this is weird, me and your moms, but listen, bro, I like her, and I want to take her on a date. It's gonna be weird. She probably won't like it. She probably might not be your friend after that. But it's better than sneaking around her back. And if she says no, and this is a friend that you love and that you care about y'all's relationship, I would honor her request if she says no, if that's a friendship that you care about. That's how I would navigate it. Again, I've never done that, but I think there's honor in how you maneuver throughout this world. And, I've had a lot of experience on both ends. So, good luck to you, my brother. I hope you do the honorable thing. Ask Shorty first. I would, and honor her request. If she said yes, pursue. But if it's just to smash, I wouldn't even touch it. I would say rub one out and rethink your decision.
I think if you hear this guy's tone of voice, I'm more inclined to say he just wants to bone. That's what it sounded like to me, because he sounded like he was asking a question that he knew the answer to, but he needs somebody else to say the answer.
Yeah, he needs some justification, trying to convince himself.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess another thing is, as much as, and I learned this during therapy, right? As much as you feel like you getting over, like it's a very, like, I get like there's an emotional, there's a sexual desire that I have when I sleep with older women. It does something for me, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but I enjoy it, right? It's a preference of mine. But just as much as you think it's your preference. It very well may be it's their preference as well. So there may be older women that love dating younger men because they get the same kind of fix. So as much as you feel like you may be taking advantage or whatever, because I had to talk. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm taking advantage of like these older women because I know I'm younger and they want to feel that and yada yada. And she was like, they may be taking advantage of you. You're younger. They want to feel young again. And I never thought about their perspective from it. So there's also to enter that into the equation that this older woman might want to nuzzle up a young fox to make her feel good about herself. So that may be into the equation as well. So I mean, you gotta weigh both options. But first and foremost is your relationship, is your friendship with the shorty, with the younger Joan, whose daughter that is. If you care about that relationship at all, I would absolutely run it by her.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's a good answer. That conversation is going to be very awkward when you ask her, can I take your mom on a date?
You see that meme where he goes, where your mom's at? Where your mom's at?
All right. You know what? You guys are being way too wise. You could just get what you want. Look, cougars are denoted cougar because they're predatory. So you may be the prey in the situation, like Arian said, but also you could just get the sneaky fling with the mom, never tell the daughter, and you and the mom can just have that secret. There's no crime against that.
That's if you're a sleazeball for sure.
Well, no, I mean, it's not. I mean, what two consenting adults do in their own bedroom is no one else's business, and it's not like.
But bro, if one of the homies did that to my mom, like y'all are grown. Yes, that is y'all's business. But if you did that, if we're friends, dogs, if we friends, like, and you don't run that shit by me, dog, you an asshole.
Well, let's be real. Let's be real. The only reason that this guy and this girl are friends and not like former lovers or current lovers is because she's probably stonewalled them.
That is the most incel shit I have ever heard from you. What? How do you know? You have no idea the dynamic of the relationship, and you're assuming that she curved him. That's crazy.
Well, why would this guy want to fuck her mom?
Well, maybe he's not attracted to her.
Beautiful. Well, I don't know. Maybe they were childhood.
Well, no, I mean, like, no, there's tons of dynamics. But even if they're just like, yeah, it depends on the relationship. But you could just get it, like, do what you want and then like keep maintaining a relationship with the daughter.
So this guy mentioned that he's in college and he said he was going to do this over Thanksgiving, I think, which presumably means his friend will also be home at the mom's house.
Mm-hmm. If the mom's open to it.
So there's no way that she wouldn't know.
Well, there's ways around that.
Yeah, of course.
If anything,
like, yo, meet me on a Tuesday night, the week of Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We'll go out to a nice little dinner.
Yeah,
there's ways, but you don't want to do this, my brother. You don't want to sneak around. Like, it's you too young. You too like. There's no strings attached for you to be sneaking around. Be honest, be upfront. No. There's so many other women you could do this with, family. But
I was on Arian's side until Billy said, like, it could be your little secret that you guys have.
Well, think about this. That
sounded fun.
She'll get mad
there
at her
is
mom.
A desire
it's
in
her
that.
fault.
That's a bad. I'm telling you, it's a bad path to go down because I've also dabbled in that lane too. Keeping secrets and having it's desirable, it's fun, it's every time you see each other, it's a wink wink, you know what we're doing when nobody's around. I've been there, not with the older woman, but I've been there but at the end of the day, it's just better to be honest, so you ain't got to live like that. I'm telling you,
no, let's think about it.
I thought about this.
No, but the daughter and the mother are both adults. If the mother doesn't think it'll damage her relationship with the daughter, then it shouldn't damage the relationship with you and her. This is
literally the episode of The Office where Michael starts dating Pam's mom, and he tells Pam, and she flips out.
Yeah.
So well, let's just be real.
We don't know the dynamics between the daughter and the mother. We don't know the dynamics between Buddy and the daughter. We don't know the dynamics between anybody. So this could possibly break up a mother-daughter relationship. We don't know.
That's more likely than them getting into a huge.
That's not worth it to get to rub a few things out. It's not worth it, dog.
Well, how good friends are these people?
We don't know.
As a woman, I don't think that having my guy friend fuck my mom, like, I don't think in any world is that going to make my relationship with my mom better.
Right. Right.
Like, I don't think there's any upside to that.
That's fair enough.
And in like, a perverse way, you might end up in a three-way with a mom and a daughter.
What are you talking about?
How do you...
Well, so
of all the things,
I'm just
to
saying.
stop
The last
saying.
thing that you could have said that would made any sense was that.
here's a
Well,
question.
it could happen. I mean, look, this situation is not normal by any means. So if anything,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I think
happened.
as a
I don't
young
think-
man,
I
have
don't
you
think it's-
encountered any of these situations that
We
these
have a
describe?
You
hit song written about
You
it.
haven't tried. If there's
No,
one
no,
thing
as
I
a-
know
no.
is
I'm saying, like,
older
as a
women
college-age
love
male.
younger dudes. I'm telling you.
No, as a college age male, were you looking into this sort of thing?
I did my thing in college for sure.
Right, but with this exact situation, have you ever been in this situation?
No, because I like I said, there's an old saying, there's honor amongst thieves, right? So I did my thing, but I never backdoored anybody, like especially if it was, you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Like call me up. I like that. All right. But no, like I never went behind anybody's back non-sexually. And
Yes,
and-
you did.
and
you
to-
absolutely did.
I've never have.
You probably have, but like in this same, like, let's think about
That
a
I
friend
knew?
of a friend.
Billy,
that
did
I
you
knew.
call? Is this your voicemail?
This is literally
No, I'm
proof
just
of, like,
trying to
an
be
interrogator,
contrarian and
like,
make
if
a
you
nice
just let Billy
conversation because we
talk.
could just be like, "Oh, respect your friendship. Don't have sex with her mom," but
That's
like at
a
the same
valid
time,
This is a
like,
real
have
person.
sex
You
with her
should
mom,
say
dude.
that.
Like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can have plenty of girls who are your friend. You can only fuck one of your friend's moms once. Like, come on, what is this?
This
We're here
is
to
great.
entertain the people. Fuck her mom, and then call back and tell us about it.
No, hey,
All right.
don't fuck your friend's mom. Bro.
Oh, Jesus.
I think there's a lot of great
Christ.
points being made on both sides.
I think it's different if it's your bro's
Both
mom.
sides,
If it's
both
your
sides.
bro's mom, don't fuck your bro's mom. If it's your bro's mom, that's against the bro code. Never have sex with your bro's mom. But this is an intergender relationship. There's no bro code.
Okay,
Like-
break it down. Okay.
What about
okay.
friend
if you gonna
code?
Go there, hold on, if you're gonna go there, Mr.
Intergender.
Contrarian, take me through the process. What is the difference between the bro code of not fucking the homie's mom and then your home girl's mom? Like, tell me the difference. What's the difference?
Well, I think there's brotherhood, and there's
That's a word for sure.
and then there's
Billy only respects his bros.
Brotherhood.
no like you like
So any friend of yours that was a girl, you don't respect her enough. Is that what you're saying?
no.
Yeah,
I'm
Billy,
just
is that what
saying
you're
like
saying?
I'm like it's more fucked up if you fuck your bro's mom.
Oh my god.
but why?
Why though?
I can't describe it. I don't know what exactly it is. It's probably I'm a victim of systemic gender relations. So it just is, I'm just pointing it out. I'm just like
Billy's
Hate
a
me, but
product
I say the
of
truth.
his environment. He's grown up in a mass media that devalues women overall, and so he's just a mouthpiece for all the information he's absorbed.
Right.
It's not
Yes.
Billy's thoughts. This is society that's talking, not Billy.
you can't tell me that violating bro code. There's a code amongst intergender friends that is different than your bro.
I think it might be even stickier of a situation that it's intergender.
So, I mean, there's a chance that somebody has feelings in that relationship between the guy and
Yeah,
the girl.
We've all seen When Harry Met Sally.
If
So
they're
wait, so why'd you get
friends-
so mad at me when I was like, they probably one of them was trying to get with the other, like they were just someone stonewalled someone. Then
No,
you guys got mad at me.
No, you didn't say
didn't
somebody
say
stonewalled
that.
somebody. You said she has definitely been stonewalling him. You said she put him in the friend zone.
Right.
Yeah,
He might not.
Which
be,
is not
This guy is trying to fuck his friend's mom. This isn't a guy who like probably isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying that she should have fucked him if she didn't
Yeah.
want him fucking her mom? All right.
This is like one of
offense
those things.
instead of
This is like one of those
Yeah.
things where like your friends, like let's say
You don't wanna
a
fuck
guy
someone
is
so
friends
you'll-
with a girl and then he hooks up with her friend and she gets mad.
except it's different because it's her mom.
like, yo,
Like, what if a girl tried to fuck your
fucking
dad?
my
Yeah.
friend and
Yeah.
fucking my mother are not even in the same stratosphere, dogs.
Yeah.
Also, to Arian's point, like you could actually screw up a mother-daughter relationship for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
It sounds like if the mother's
Thanksgiving.
propositioning
Yeah,
it.
Thanksgiving
No
nonetheless.
less.
Yeah, and you
No.
gonna fuck up Thanksgiving, doggy? No.
No, but I'm just saying if the
But then
mother's
you gonna fuck up-
propositioning it, then
Hold
it's a
on.
loose.
You gonna fuck up Thanksgiving for that girl for the rest of her life because now Thanksgiving she's always gonna
Trauma.
be attached to her mama. So every Thanksgiving she's gonna have to be reminded that's when my mom fucked Trevor. I can't
Imagine,
believe it.
She may have
Imagine he
asked.
shows
She
up
may have
to-
said something to her daughter about this already, and we're just literally, and she may have okayed it.
I'm having a hard time believing that.
Imagine he shows up to Thanksgiving like holding her mom's hand.
I kill myself. I kill myself.
No, he's in the kitchen when she comes back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts calling her honey, and then he's like,
to tell you.
And the night before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the night before
That's the
Thanksgiving,
biggest night.
Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna, even if they do start dating, then you have to deal with the prospect of your douchebag friend who's in college, 21, being your future stepfather.
Yeah,
I will
Dude,
say.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like have a fun Thanksgiving break. Go back to college, pretend like it never happened. I'll be toxic.
If you're fucking your friend's mom, you're not pretending that it didn't happen.
Well,
you're telling everyone you know.
Definitely telling the homies. It's gonna get back.
Yeah,
to
but
it,
you're
dog.
telling the homies because bro code.
You know, one of them niggas gonna pillow talk with one of they females. They fucking. I promise you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but then
that shit's getting back.
my
And her
friend's
mom's
mom, it's
definitely
broke.
telling her friend group, "Hey, yo, I just bagged me a little 20-year-old."
Well, do you think she's telling any of them are going to
She
tell
bought
her
him-
daughter?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Of the friends?
Yeah,
Yes.
because they probably got a catty relationship, and they get back to them. I'm gonna tell your daughter you fuck Trevor, whatever his name is.
And with
I'm
how good college kids are with their phones, they're gonna do some detective work.
Oh
this
my God.
This girl's gonna have like an inkling, and she's gonna do some deep research into you, into where your locations have been, what you've been doing during certain times, where your mom has said that she's going at certain times.
Get big T on the case.
And she's
you'll
gonna
know in
find
10
out.
seconds.
Yeah.
And your mom's probably trash at phones in general, so she gonna fuck around and get a hunch. She gonna find your phone laying around. She gonna go through it. You ain't savvy enough to not delete the DMs and not delete the messages, so it's gonna be in there. It's a world of trouble, brother.
You guys are acting holier than thou.
It's not. It's
I am.
What are you
You're
talking
just
about?
holier than thou. You're in college, like
Billy
you
over.
may have-
You'd fuck your friend's mom. Shut up.
Billy,
one
rank
fuck-
your top 3 friends whose moms you want to fuck.
yeah, bad boy.
No, but those are my bros. I've never thought about them like
Your
that.
top
Do you have any
3
friends that are
female
girls?
friends.
Yes, I do.
Which
Billy
one of
doesn't
their
talk to
mothers
girls.
would you fuck?
No comment. But as you've heard my line of thinking, it's a different relationship.
I think Billy's entire line of thinking boils down to this: it'd be sick.
Do it for the story, dude. Like you're calling
it.
into
Yeah, exactly.
Macrodosing.
Yeah. if
Now,
the-
guess what? There's thousands of people that want to know. Like, I don't know how many people listen to this. There's tons of people who want to know the follow up to this story. So, guess what, dude? Your assignment is over this Thanksgiving, go get it done and call back and tell us what happened. And if you just do give us a follow up, like, oh, I took Arian's advice and I did nothing. I respected our relationship. Then, don't call back. Or don't call in the first place if you're not going to do it.
Billy's mad at you for not fucking your friend's mom for some reason. I am not, brother.
Well,
Be
Billy,
honorable.
he already set up the date. So
He
the
set up
date's
the date?
Wait, he already set it up?
Well, he said he's like,
Said
we're
she
gonna do
said
it.
yeah.
Yeah, to when I get back home for Thanksgiving break.
And this guy was like stumbling over it. He didn't have like a rehearsed lie. So it's more like believable that it is happening.
I think I agree with Billy's take that it would be sick and it would be a cool story and it would feel good as you were doing it. It would feel great. And then afterwards you'd be like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It'd be fun to have a secret. It'd be fun to do all this stuff. Arian has a much more sound and worldly and logical and mature point of view and empathetic point of view because your actions do have consequences. So if you're going to be like, yo, it was sick though, you also have to be prepared to do that knowing that it'll probably fuck up a lot of relationships, including maybe like ruin a girl's relationship with her mom. So if you're okay with that,
go for it.
and this is
If
honestly,
the mom already said
right now,
yes to
this
the
is
date,
this
then
is like
that
on
means this
Seinfeld,
relationship
the battle
is already
between
blown up.
it's a chess match between your brain and your penis that you're going through here. So do you want your penis to win that chess match, or is your brain going to win the chess match? Because I think there's a morally sound answer to this, which is I think Arian was probably right. I would never think to like ask a girl like, hey, is it okay if I date your mom? But that's probably the only honorable way through this. But to Billy's point, it would be sick and it would be cool and it'd be rad. And then you get to tell the bros about it. Mm-hmm. But you also have to enter that knowing that you're going to destroy a relationship and you're doing a scumbag thing.
The relationship is already destroyed. She said yes to the date. If she actually cared about a relationship with her daughter, she would be like, oh no, I'm not going to date one of my daughter's friends out of respect for my daughter. She's the one who's already blown it up. So
Why are you placing this on the woman?
Yeah, the guy asked her, right?
Yeah, the guy asked her.
And she said yes, which she means she could have been like, no, this is wrong, but she didn't. So,
but what's worse, Billy? Like accepting a date in theory a month from now, or like actually banging the guy?
Going on the date is like, because then the daughter's gonna be like, oh my God, you probably did. And then she's like, no, we just went on a date. And then no one has any way of confirming whether they did or didn't. And they assume the worst.
No, I'm saying right now. Like they haven't gone on a date yet. She just agreed to it.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet.
Nothing's happened. It's not, the relationship's not broken like you said it was a second ago.
Well, no, but if he goes on the date and the date happens.
But that's not what you said a second ago. You said right now at this point, the mom has already ruined the relationship because she agreed to it.
Well, yeah, she agreed to it. If she means about following through with it, if she said it just to ghost him and just not think about it,
then
the mom that's a whole
also
different
hasn't
story.
gone on the date yet.
Yeah, she could also change her mind. Maybe she wanted to do it, and then the closer it gets, she might be like, you know what, this is the wrong thing to do. I'm not going to do it. But what you said was, it's okay to do it because the mom has already destroyed the relationship with the daughter
by agreeing to the date.
Yeah, I disagree with that because I think that just agreeing to the date is nowhere near as bad as if she actually fucked the guy.
Because we also don't know if we also don't know if the mom was just like, oh yeah, sure, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could also be like, hey, like she could also renege and be like, hey, listen, more thought of giving this. It's a complicated situation. It's probably not best for us to do. So
nothing's
right
happened
now, the relationship is ruined. It can, though.
Well, yeah, it can be if she actually says yes to the date and fully confirms, is what I meant. She also may now, even if she brings it up to her daughter, it might ruin the relationship. Like, hey, do you mind if I go on a date with your friend? Like, I won't if you don't want me to. And then the daughter's like, oh my God, how dare you even think about this? Then they get into a fight. Then the relationship's strained. I'm just saying there's a crack already.
But what's worse? Like her having that conversation with her daughter, them getting into a fight and her mom being like, no, I'm not going to do it, and her never following through, or her fucking the guy, her daughter finding out, and then the relationship.
All I'm saying
there
is
is something to be said though about the mother, though. You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said about the mother that has agreed to the date without talking, or at least checking with me. Like, listen, I have a daughter. You guys are friends. Like, we should run it by it. But this is what I said. I prefaced the whole thing with, is this a relationship, a real relationship inquiry, or you just trying to bone?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked ourselves into me believing that they both just want to fuck. That's because now the more and more I think about the dynamics, I'm like, Shorty didn't talk to the daughter, Buddy didn't talk to the daughter. I don't know how close they are, but it sounds like they just want to get some rocks off. Which, like I said, if you want to go that route, which is fine. If the daughter ever finds out, you might fuck up Thanksgiving for life.
Also, it may be over before it started because we just talked about this for 20 minutes. And so we may have convinced him out of it. / he may send this to all of his friends being like, look at PFT and Arian answered my question. How cool is this? And then they're like, you want to fuck Stacey Tom?
Also, I will say this seems like a terrible idea, but more voicemails like this.
This is the first something like this that has ever come across our
I want more of these.
If you have messy stories that you want us to kind of work through.
Advice. Yeah, if you want some advice from the fellas, you know what I'm saying, and the ladies, let us know.
I will be the devil on your shoulder, though.
347-560-0401. If you have deep questions like this.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one more? Or was that?
I think that was good.
You can't top that.
Also, I mean, I can't believe you guys aren't taking my side on this.
That's crazy.
Well, your side is like, it would feel good to have sex with your friend's mom, and it would also
ruin her life.
It would also be awesome. That's your point, and I understand the point. And you know what, Billy, you're not wrong about either one of those 2 points.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it would probably be awesome while you were having sex.
He's already reached out. Like it's bad.
But also, you got to think through the consequences of your action. I know that's historically something you've struggled with at times. You're getting better.
We all have, Brother Billy. We all have.
Yeah, it's a very clear case of you could do something that would be sweet. Like, would you rob this bank, but you have to go to jail for 20 years, 5 years later? Think about how fun it would be to rob the bank.
You've already walked into a bank with the gun on you. You're already committing a little bit of a crime. Are you going to go all the way or just go to jail for bullshit?
It's still under your coat. You have every opportunity to walk out that motherfucker.
The bank teller,
come back and make an honest deposit.
The bank teller sees it and is suspicious.
Yeah, and if you haven't robbed the bank yet, guess what? Your sentence is not going to be as big as if you had said, "Give me the money."
You're still going to be on the police's radar because they're like, "Who's the guy in the trench coat who walked in?" They check the cameras.
But
you're still fucked anyway.
But your relationship with freedom is going to be much more affected if you do rob the bank.
It's a
Just
shit
like
show already.
Her relationship with Thanksgiving.
Yep, it's a trauma bond.
Yeah, Billy, if you walk into it, it's like, well, you know what? I bought the gun. I bought the gun. You're leaving the gun store. I might as well rob the bank now.
You bought the gun illegally. You bought the gun illegally. You are holding a permitless gun. You're committing a crime. No one knows about it yet, but if they do, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the same way the mom is talk like if you
correct. Wait, Billy. Let's just extend this analogy just like a tiny bit. Just like zoom out like a millimeter on this analogy. Okay, wait.
Filed off the cereal.
Shut up.
Wait. All right. So you bought a permitless gun. You filed off the serial number. You got. Let's just add on to it. You got some hollow point bullets, right? And at that point, if you got arrested for having a permitless gun, would that be more or less prison time than if you took that gun into a bank, robbed the bank, and then got caught for robbing the bank with the permitless gun that had the bullets in it? Which one would get you more jail time?
Well, let me just say, you're going to go to jail anyway, but in one scenario, you got a ton of money in your pocket.
Well, I don't think you understand how recouping the money that you stole would work. So you're saying what's the difference between 1 day and 7,000 days in jail? You're in jail.
You're in jail. It's going to your record. Just how much time you get to not be in society is different. But you might get a couple weeks with a shit ton of money in Mexico having fun.
That's
YOLO.
valid.
And guess what? There's no actual jail in this scenario. Just an upset friend who probably isn't your close friend because you're trying to bang their mom.
Billy, you would be saying this if it was a bro, though.
And yeah, that's
exactly.
And also, Billy,
because that's a close bond.
You're thinking about this from like, oh, what's the big deal? I might just lose a friend. You're not able to put yourself in the other person's shoes and say, wait, that's a lot of trauma and a lot of stress on the relationship between a mother and a daughter, and thinking it through from her point of view. You're like, well, who cares if she finds out? Like, I wasn't even banging her anyways. So now I just have one less female friend that I'm not fucking. Who cares?
This is probably a fake voicemail. This has been some great podcasting, guys. Great to go back and forth with you.
All right.
You're a weirdo,
Good back and forth.
What? It was a fun conversation.
More voicemails like that. Love it.